Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. Today was one of those great long days that you feel like you got a lot done, and you actually got a lot done. Actually went to the gym at the end. I had 20 minutes before they close, and I got 9 sets in, and so it was good. It was a good, quick, intense workout. 20 minutes. I still drove to the gym, did my thing, and came back. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And then I came back and I had the jacuzzi, which was amazing. Oh my goodness. I went in there for like an hour. Oh, it felt so good. So anyway, let's get on with the topic tonight. So tonight, I want to talk about judging and being judgmental. And I've talked about this before, but I've never really talked about saying it's okay to judge or it's okay to be judgmental. I've never said that before. But tonight, I'm gonna say that to you. I'm gonna say, you know what? It's okay to judge and to be judgmental. In fact, it's okay to judge others. And but there's one condition. You see, the thing is this. You gotta keep this condition. You must. But before I give you that condition, here's what I wanted to share with you about judging. It's amazing though, right? Because we judge all kinds of stuff. We judge if the person is rich, right? We judge if the person is poor. We judge if the person is super wealthy, right? We judge if the person is tall or short or fat or skinny or straight or gay or black or white or purple or man or woman, or you know what I mean? Like, we judge no matter what. It's not like we just judge tall white men. You know what I mean? No, we judge like everything. Anything and everything. And everyone. It's amazing, right? It's just amazing. It doesn't matter when it is or where it is or who it is or what circumstance it is. We are quick to what? Judge others. And I'm here to share with you, it's okay to do that, but there's one condition. You can do that if this condition is satisfied, right? And it's a very simple one, actually. Super simple. And I'll share that with you in a second. But put yourself in a situation, yourself right now, okay? Put yourself in a situation where you have judged others based on anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's their height, their weight, their color of the skin, their wealth, their poverty, their jobs, their sibling, whatever it may be, right? Put yourself in that situation where you've actually judged somebody, right? How did you feel in that moment, right? How did you feel making that judgment? Now, some people would argue, hey, it felt great, If it's something you do regularly, then it may not feel like bothersome. But if it's something that you normally don't do, then it may not feel very good, right? But here's the condition. I'm giving you a green light to judge. And here's the condition. You can judge other people with this condition. And the condition is this. You have to judge yourself first. That's it. If you can judge yourself first before you judge that other person, then you have a green light. You can judge other people. Now, here's what happens. I'm going to share something with you. If you're constantly judging yourself, which means you're constantly evaluating yourself, you're constantly taking a look at yourself. You're constantly growing. You're constantly seeing where you can improve. You're judging yourself, right? If you're constantly judging yourself, and there's the successful folks do that, right? They judge themselves because they're constantly working on themselves. They're growing. They're constantly judging where they can grow, where they can kind of fine tune things. They hire coaches. They do this. They read books. They take classes. They do those things, right? So they judge. They in a way they judge themselves. And here's what happens though. As you start to judge yourself, and as you start to judge yourself more and more and more, here's the miraculous thing that happens. You stop judging others. It happens. It's like, first of all, you don't have the time to do that. You don't have the energy to do that because you're exhausted judging yourself constantly. And you have zero interest. None. It doesn't excite you. It's not something that feeds your purpose. It's not something that helps you grow as a person. It's none of those things. So if it's none of those things, the people that judge themselves the most usually don't judge anybody else. They don't have time. No interest. Because that's not where growth is. Because it blinds you towards your growth. That's what judging does. When you're judgmental, you're constantly looking at the fault of other people versus the fault of yourself, where you can improve, but you're always suggesting where other people can improve. If you're doing that, it's blinding you from your growth. You got to be able to see that. You're deliberately blocking yourself. You can't see. Why? Because you're too busy judging others, putting that stamp on other people. I'm asking you to stop that, please. Or start really upping your judgment towards yourself. Like really start judging yourself, putting yourself in that position, and constantly critique yourself and see where you can improve, where you can grow, where you can add more skills, where you can contribute more, where you can add more value. That's what you're doing. And so it doesn't really leave a whole lot of room or interest or anything else for anything else or anyone else. So it's okay to judge with the condition that you critique yourself a lot more. And like we talked about, once you do that, you stop having interest in judging other people. It just wouldn't go with your formula. It just wouldn't go with your success formula. It just wouldn't feed your purpose, and you just kind of stop. So hopefully you got some love, some inspiration, some value. Hopefully this was helpful. I appreciate your feedback. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. And until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.